Yahya al-Mamun, Emir of Toledo, was born in the year 1037 to a family of Berber descent with a legacy of leadership. They had ruled the politically tense territory between the Christians and the Caliphate for some time. Esteemed, perhaps, but this is a far cry from when the family once possessed a great and powerful empire. However, of all the things that they had been known for, it was the opulence of their marriage celebrations. I mean, opulence. Yahya's father was a military commander of some note, and in the year 1035 assumed direct control of Toledo. The rule of his father would not be a long one. Yahya al-Mamun took over the leadership of the region around 1037, not long after his father passed away from this world. Now, our dear Emir held control of a land of diverse people and faiths. The near-constant struggle in the Iberian Peninsula opened the doors to countless intrigues. From his new seat of power, Yahya began to realize something important. His long dream of taking Cordoba could become a reality if he played the game right. Cordoba, you see, was viewed as one of the central Muslim capitals in years past. Even in the days of Yahya, it held immense cultural, religious, and historical significance. It would be a crowning accomplishment for any ruler of the day, Muslim or otherwise, to seize control of it. It is fair to assume that every action the calculating Emir took from that point on was in an attempt to realize this goal. Ruling over such a cosmopolitan land can bring you unlikely friends, alliances, and patrons. Such was the case with Yahya's relationship with Alfonso of Leon. Alfonso, a member of the splintered House Jimena, was in a brewing consolidation war with his brother Sancho of Castile. To abridge the situation, Alfonso was spared a blinding by Sancho and found refuge in the court of Toledo. There was a history of support and loyalty between the two families, and Yahya was pleased to welcome the deposed king of Leon to his lands. But think not our Alfonso a leech, an unkind guest. He earned his keep. Yahya found himself with an experienced leader willing to do various mercenary-style jobs, and Alfonso did so. The two benefited from the victories, and it tightened their bonds. Even when Alfonso's family tried to kill him, Yahya stood by his besieged friend. In 1073, under mysterious circumstances, Sancho passed away without an heir. I am sure that the good Emir and his guest had nothing to do with it. Alfonso was able to leave exile and return to governing his family's lands, and this allowed our Emir to focus more on his dreams of conquest. 3 years prior to the departure of Alfonso, Yahya had been laying siege to Cordoba. In 1070, several troops from the nearby Seville joined the defense against Yahya. However, these troops actually just seized control of the city for themselves and exiled the former rulers. But the clever Emir was undaunted by this change in the theater of war. Reaching out through contacts, he employed an administrator of sorts, a civilian renegade, who had intimate knowledge of the city of Cordoba's defenses. It was with this renegade's assistance that in the year 1075, Cordoba fell, and the long-sought-after dreams of Yahya al-Mamun were finally made reality. But the relationship with this treacherous renegade, who, given their past history, was now seen as an unreliable ally, worsened rapidly. And so it was tragically 5 months after his greatest victory, Yahya died. Historical records are conflicted about his death, as they were around much of his life. Some say that the Emir died from natural causes, but some say that it was through poison that Yahya dreamt no more. And so there we go. We close the book on this legend of Crusader Kings 3, and I hope that you enjoyed hearing about his struggles, both great and small. Be sure to follow us here and check out their other videos about different characters and their own little slice of history.